Are you a homeowner that just feels stuck? And what I mean by that is you have a lot of equity in your home. So basically you're equity rich and I'll say cash poor because you for some reason you're falling short each month of paying all those bills. So you got to run up those credit cards or finance those projects that you otherwise would finance with a mortgage. But your mortgage rate is so low that you just don't want to take advantage of getting the equity out of your home and trading in that low interest rate mortgage. So what do? Well, we might have the solution for you. So the bank that I work with, we actually heeded to your request and we went out there and we found six different home equity loan programs that might fit the needs that you're looking for. So what we're going to discuss in this video is those 6 programs, all the way from a second lien position on your home, a first lien position, even HELOCs on your rental properties, land loans, and even possibly bridge loans. So let's get over to the new programs that I want to present to you guys today. So my name is Dan Frio. I do reports like this each day to inform you guys what's going on with the housing market and giving you programs like this to tap into the equity if you need it. So without further ado, folks, let's get over to it. So the first thing we want to do is go over why you would want to access the home equity in your home. So, well, you might want to pay off those interest rate credit cards that have rates 20%, 21%, and even higher. Do you know the average interest rate on a credit card right now is 20.67%? Pretty crazy. You might have renovations on your house. You're like, normally you would just do a mortgage. It's $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 in work you want done. And you're like, man, I really don't want to put that on a credit card, but I don't want to trade in that low rate that I have on my mortgage. So what do? You might want to take that equity out and invest in investment properties. We have a lot of people throughout the country doing that right now. College tuition's coming due soon, and you might have to pay that first tuition bill or just get caught up on tuition bills. Might be another way to do this. And then it's also interesting, a lot of people are looking to basically pull the equity out of their current home while it's on the market to buy that next house. So we're going to go over bridge loans for you as well. So that's what we're going to discuss in today's video. So let's get to it, folks. Here's what I want to share with you. The draw periods on most of these loans are 10 years, other than the bridge loan, which is 5 years. There's a repayment term of 20 years, and the bridge loan has a little bit of difference there as well. It's a 10-year term. Most of these programs are also will give you the option of applying an interest-only payment during those draw seasons. Then other pieces, there's no prepayment penalties. If you ever looked at personal loans, many of them have 1, 2, maybe 3 years of prepayment penalties. You want to avoid that in all cases, especially when we're in an environment where rates are coming down. So that's another piece there. The rates, well, they're usually the prime rate plus some risk adjustment factor based on your credit score, your loan to value. There's a lifetime cap on these rates at 18%. That's a little bit lower, believe it or not, than most credit cards out there. And then there's an annual cap of 2% based on those adjustments that you might have as the Federal Reserve lowers rates. So that's the next piece of that equation. So now let's go over and see, how do you apply? Well, there's one application. It's pretty quick turn times. We can usually turn a decision for you within 24 to 48 hours. Normally we do a soft credit pool, so you don't have to worry about those trigger leads when the mortgage company pulls your credit and you're going to get 30, 40 different phone calls from solicitors. We're going to do a soft pool to avoid that as well. And then we're here basically to give you guidance throughout this whole process. So let's get over to it. Here's what I would suggest you doing, because there is a lot of information here and you need to break down that you're getting the actual program that you're looking for. So what I'd suggest you do is schedule a one-on-one consultation with us. I'll give you all that information at the end of this video. We want to make sure you're maximizing your equity and also avoiding paying unnecessary fees. And that's what your consultation is going to do, making sure you're into the right program. Now let's break down some of these programs just individually. We're going to go over the loan to value that you can get on these things. And then we're going to go over the credit scores, and then we're going to lump it all together so you can understand it a little bit better. So if we break down these programs, here's what we have for you. We have a second lien position. That means you have your primary mortgage on your property, and then this is going to hold a second position. You have a HELOC Express. That's a quick application process, and I'll show you that at some other point. We have a 5-day HELOC, which was really explaining this. You also have a first lien position HELOC that you're seeing on the screen, investment properties, bridge loans, and renovation loans. So these are all the programs that we're going to offer you. Their loan to values ranging from 80 to about 90 or 95%. So it does tap into a decent amount of equity that you have. Credit scores that are needed for these programs are right through here. On the second lien position, first lien position, in the renovation loans, you only need a 640 credit score, but the other programs you do need a higher credit score at 680. So those are what those are looking like right through there. Then we go to the last piece of this puzzle, maximum loan amounts. But then we're going to tie it together here in a second, folks. I know I'm going through this pretty quick. You're going to have a second lien position, a little bit over 700,000. HELOC Express, well, a little bit over 300,000. First lien position, HELOC 700, a little bit over 700 as well. When you get to the bridge loans, you can get up over 900,000, but most of them are tapped out about 700 to 740 or $750,000, depending on how much equity you have in the properties. So now here's a complete breakdown of these. So if you want to stop at this section and ponder this and say, okay, that's the one that'll fit for me, and then schedule that consultation, make sure you do qualify for that program. So let's break these down. We're going to have the second lien position. That'll put you at a 95% loan to value on your home. 640 credit score. You can go up to $750,000. And again, it's a second lien position on your property. You can do this on your primary home and or a second home. And this is available from 1 to 4 units. When we get to the HELOC Express, this is also basically the same thing, but it's a little quicker. Does require a little bit higher credit scores and doesn't give you as much money, but this might fit your parameters because it might give you a little bit lower rate. Then we have the first lien position HELOC. This was a fantastic program if you're looking to try to pay off your house. You ever see those videos on how to pay off your house in 5 to 7 years? Well, this is the program that they talk about right through here, the first position HELOC. So what you're seeing across through there, they go 90% loan to value with a 640 credit score. It is a first position HELOC. A lot of companies don't do these programs, and it has to be on your primary home. It can be 1 through 4 unit properties. Then you have investor HELOCs up to 80% loan to value. That also requires a little bit higher credit score at 680. It'll go up to $250,000, and it would be in a second lien position there. Then if you're looking for a bridge loan, this is the one we really need you to call in, because if you need a bridge loan, that means you have a house that you're looking to buy and you need the equity out of this property to buy that other property. So how do you do that? Well, that's what we're going to explain to you in this program. And then last but not least, we have the renovation HELOC. That'll go up to 95% of the after value of the program. Pretty nice program that we have there. 640,000 credit score. It'll go up to $750,000. It is a first or second lien position. Can be on your primary home and or second home, and this is only available on 1 unit properties. So those are the programs that we have. If you have any questions, that's where the one-on-one consultation will really come into play. And if you really want to reach out to us, here's all the information that you need to have to reach out to us. Would I strongly suggest you do either visit us at therateupdate.com or give us a call at 844-775-5626 so we can explain these and make sure you're getting into the right program. Otherwise, you might be paying higher fees, higher rates, and we want to avoid those by all costs. So thanks for watching, folks. I hope you learned something today. If we can be of some assistance for you with any of our HELOC programs, please reach out to us. We would love to help. Take care. Have a fantastic day. Hope to see you at our next consultation. Bye-bye.